Hey everyone, how's your summer going? Jake Herbert here. I haven't spoken to you since March. Been busy building, creating, and helping others, real estate in my family. So a lot has changed, but I wanted to continue to update you guys and bring you value here in the Success Circle, right? That's what this is about, is kind of updating you on my life and bringing value to your life. Right, so the article that's attached in this one, Habits versus Goals, is a fantastic 5-minute read. I've sent this out to probably like 75 people via text already. I've reshared it numerous times, but I want to cover a couple of these things here today because I am a very goal-oriented person. Right, my goal was to be an Olympic gold medalist. My goal was to be a national champion. Now, while I reached a lot of goals, and I look back and I value this, that it wasn't the goals that made me this, but it was the habits that I performed and that I did, right? I wasn't born a national champion wrestler, right? I had the habits and habitual practices of what a national championship wrestler does, right? Like going to the gym, eating right, getting your rest, doing everything, practicing, showing up, learning your moves, right? So that's the biggest key here, difference between habits and goals, right? The biggest key are the actions around it. Right, so let's say, for example, I have a goal of reading 50 books a year. Right? Well, the actions that I have to take are the habit that go into it, right? So my goal is reading 50 books a year, but my habit is to read every night before bed, or to read as soon as I get up, or to always carry a book with me, right? Or always listen to my audiobook in the car. Whatever it is, the action has to back the goal, right? So I remember the same thing for myself, right? My goal was, and it draws to the second point, that goals have endpoints. When my wife was first pregnant with my son, I started going pound for pound with her during pregnancy. Right, I got up to Kyle Schneider's weight class. I was 220 pounds, and I was not as jacked and tan as I am today. And I said, no more, I cannot have this. When my son is born, I will be 200 pounds, the goal. And what happens with goals? They have endpoints. Right, so just like my goal, right? I sit there, I hit 200 pounds, I say, yes, I'm 200 pounds, my son is born. What do you do when you hit your goal? You go out and you eat, and then all of a sudden, 210 pounds, right? I set the financial goal, I want to save $500. I save that money up, and then all of a sudden, I get my $500, and I go and I blow it, right? On video games or this or that, right? So the big difference is the endpoint, right? With weight loss, with this. So if I have the habit now of always putting money away every month, or I have the habit of eating right and working out so that I can weigh 190 to 200 pounds, that's a huge difference in habits versus goals, because there's always going to be things that complicate, right? My goal was to be an Olympic gold medalist, right? I didn't reach that goal. Things happen. There's complications. There's injuries that happen. There are life events that seem to take place that will always come up. But I built the habits of what an Olympic gold medalist does, and for that I was able to make an Olympic wrestling team, right? So the awesome thing too about habits versus goals are it's a lifetime, right? Your habits can be something that build for a lifetime. The quote that I love is, first you make the habits, then your habits make you. And I'm going to repeat that. First you make the habits, then your habits make you. If you think about it, 40% of our day is just habitual, right? It's habit. It's things that we already do. You don't think about what you do from when you get up to you get that first cup of coffee or you go downstairs. You just naturally do it. You have a flow of what you do. It's like autopilot, like when you're driving to work. So these habits that you get can add to being a lifetime, and they compound. What's awesome about the habit of going to the gym every single day before work is when you go to the gym, people tend to eat better, feel better, meditate, all this good things, they start to compound on that one because of that one little keystone habit that you set, right? So I want to know from you guys, what's a keystone habit that you want to start doing? Right? I want to be able to help you with this so that you guys can start to build these habits to reach your goals. You still need goals, right? But you got to make sure to help the right habits around this. I want to be one of those people that can help you do that, especially if your goals are owning real estate or owning real estate investments, right? That's where my habits and everything have been created around, is helping people buy, sell, and invest in real estate, right? And I also do coaching as well if you have personal goals. So interact with me. I've emailed all of you guys back. What I tend to see that happens is you email me, I email you, I email you, I email you, and some people kind of fall the way there. So if that's happened, don't worry about it. Just pick up the horse and get back on it. I'm looking to connect with you guys. So I hope you guys have the habit of making every single day a great day, and the goal of this year being the best year ever.